I'm photographer Mike Bowers. I'm talking pictures this morning with columnist for The Australian, Jack the Insider, and a warm welcome. A lot of sort of end of school energy to these 2 weeks of Parliament. Everyone was a flap.
There's a fair amount of flapping, thinking that the election might be called.
Yeah, the PM's call to Trump may not have gone as well as he'd had hoped for, but apparently terrific conversation.
He was described by President Trump as a very fine man.
A very fine man.
Very fine man. You can't do any better than that.
Lovely David Rowe, the balancing act, and his elbow here balancing. And I do love this. Peter Dutton's on the medal pedal.
Yeah, that's hard work, and he's really just trying to hang on there.
Really balancing it beautifully. Fiona Katauskas, welcome to the Foreign Leader Hotline.
To praise President Trump for the tremendous job he's doing, press 1. To discuss his plans to take over your country territory, press 2. To grovel for tariff relief, press 3. I think you just want to go bang 1, 2 and 3, wouldn't you?
Probably one a couple of times. Like one,
press
you are great, you are wonderful, you are the best. David Pope might be something lost in translation here, he thinks, with President Trump.
It's nothing personal, Aussie guy, but there are no allies, only adversaries and suckers. He seems to have borrowed Elon Musk's ermine coat and crown, but
he wants to reassure us he doesn't view Australia as an adversary with all the advisors around. Kathy Wilcox has got AUKUS's bait here with the merman Albanese.
Yes, there he is, reaching for it. I mean, is it going to be made from Australian steel or US steel, the nuclear subs?
Well, it'll probably have some aluminium in it.
That's right, yeah.
I love this, Matt Golding. It's a beautiful call, the perfect call. He called me a very fine man.
Very fine man.
Using the Trump playbook.
There you go.
Brett Lethbridge is channeling the Teddy Roosevelt line to speak softly and carry a big stick.
Carry a big stick. Donald doesn't speak softly at all. So there's a very tiny one for Russia, somewhat larger for China. Oh, yeah, that looks nasty. EU, Canada, Mexico and Australia.
Yeah. Panama and Denmark get a bigger one.
Yeah, they get a big one. And Hamas, nails in that one. Yes.
During debate on the hate crimes bill, the Attorney General Mark Dreyfus was up and speaking about being the grandson of a Holocaust survivor.
Yes.
And during that debate, the manager of Opposition Business, Michael Sukkar, moved that he no longer be heard.
Yes, and this was reported in the Australian Jewish media as interrupting the Shoah story. I think it was a very grave error on the part of the opposition.
Now, this is an Alex Ellinghausen shot. You don't see this genuine sort of shock all that often.
There was a general sense of what the hell happened there.
what was going on there, and a flash of genuine anger. Now, I did love this Matt Golding cartoon. They say no news is good news, Jack, but there certainly doesn't seem like there's much good news around at the moment. How would you like to work on the Donald desk?
Well, you'd be busier than the sport and the weather. That's for a certainty. It's kind of overwhelming at the moment.
Megan Herbert thinks we need a whole bunch more emojis catching up on the news then and catching up on the news now. A couple of nurses from Sydney's West distinguished themselves.
No, absolutely appalling stuff. And they're currently under investigation. We'll see if they're going to be charged with criminal offences. But what it does is really attacks the trust that's been built in the public health system. It's just extraordinary. Yeah,
Warren Brown has got a pretty troublesome patient here, anti-Semitism.
Yeah, we do have a problem.
You're growing stronger and stronger every day, and Mark Knight's got him in the bin. We were only joking about killing Jewish patients. Can't you infidels take a joke?
It really just strikes at the public confidence in our health system. We've got one of the best health services in the world, and this is certainly not helping. Not for Jewish Australians, and not really for all of us, really.
Yeah. Jack, thanks for unpicking events this week. I'll let you do the honours.
My pleasure, Mike. It's back to you, Spearsy.